Good evening, my name is Pete Rainford and you're watching Rainford's Brew Lab. Today we're going to make a strawberry shunt cider. Quick look through the ingredients. We need 3 litres of apple juice, we need some pectolase, we need some Lalvin EC 1118 yeast, half a jar of strawberry jam and 2 jars of honey. Now I've heated all these up in the microwave because it's just a lot easier to mix the ingredients. Take the lid off before you do that, guys. Okay, I'm going to put these to one side and let's get going. To brew this, I am using a demijohn sanitised with bung and airlock, also sanitised. Right, first thing I'm going to do is put some apple juice in there and mix in our jam. So, just a few hundred millilitres. And because I've warmed this jam up, I'm hoping it pours. Oh, it's still very hot. Okay, I'm just going to put a bit of apple juice in there. Okay, let's give that a stir up, guys. And let's get that in our demijohn. Most of it. Now I'm just going to pour the honey straight in there, guys, because it's nice and hot, so it should just pour. And again, put some apple juice in there. Lid on, shake that one up. Pour that in. I keep all these jars because they're great for putting sugar in and you name it. And the second jar. And once again, a bit more apple juice in there. Okay, now the other 2 litres of apple juice are going in, and then if we need to top up, I'm just going to add some cold tap water because we've got plenty of sugar to work with in this brew. Okay, before I top up with water, I'm just going to fit the rubber bung, mix everything up. And to put some more oxygen in there. In case you're wondering what that bloop, bloop, bloop is behind me, I'll show you. It's a bit of a vigorous ferment I've got going on back there. It's a great soundtrack. Okay, rubber bung out, and we'll top up with cold water just about there. That's plenty. Most of that went on my trousers. It's supposed to pour quite well, these things. Anyway, rubber bung in again. And let's just give that a last little shake just to make sure everything's mixed up. And then I can just throw the yeast in without taking a reading. Sugary brew, 1.100. Now I was aiming at 12-13% with this. That could end up a bit higher. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We shall see if it ferments to dry with Lalvin EC 1118, which it will. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit higher than I intended. Answers on a postcard, is that a bad thing? Okay, I'll get a close-up of that for you. There we go, 1.100. Right, that can go back in. We are going to add 1 teaspoon of pectolase. These are thirds, so 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, and what that essentially does, I want to mix it in quick by the way, before it clumps up. What that essentially does is helps our brew to clear because there's quite a lot of pectins in the jam, which will, you know, make it a hazy brew. Okay, yeast time. Did I take a reading? I did, didn't I? Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? Because believe me, I'm proud of me. Right, EC 1118 Lalvin. I was going to use D47 for this, but I want to get this done fairly quick and I want to make sure it goes to dry. which I know Lalvin EC1118 will do. So we need half a packet or a teaspoon. I'll be precise and we'll go for 3 1/3 of a teaspoon. 1, 2, and 3. And that's us done, guys, other than adding one of those and one of those. Nice, quick, easy mix, eh? No faffing around with fruit and stuff. Okay, this is going near my heating mat for probably between, I'm going to say, a week and 2 weeks, because this needs to age a little bit. And I've got it really warm in here right now because I've got some high alcohol ferments going on behind me with some turbo yeast, which is why all you can hear is bloop, 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 bloop. So yeah, I can't put this on the heating mat because it'll get too hot. It won't taste nice because it will ferment at a temperature that is too high, basically. So I'll keep it a bit cooler, between 18 and 22 degrees, I hope. Pretty much what this room feels like. And I'll see you in a week or two. Okay, guys? See you soon. Right, we've got our Strawberry Cyser here. Let's get this into some bottles and let's have a taste. Might even have a standing up taste today, just to mix it up a bit. Let's get these tops off. I've got 6 sanitised bottles here. We're going to fill 5 of them, that's for sure, but always have a spare. Once this gets flowing and you get to the end of your bottles and you've got nowhere to put that last bit, you're like, ah! Okay, a little bit of sediment in the bottom there, so be careful. Okay, 5 bottles. You know what that means. Right, we brewed this on the 10th of the 4th. Today is the 28th, I believe, yes. So this has had 18 days, so it's not had much conditioning time, but it's lovely and clear, crystal clear indeed. Look at that. So it has got that little pink tinge to it from the strawberry, eh? Look at that. Opening gravity 1.100, final gravity 1.000, ABV of 13.13%. So it's a bit early in the day for a big glass of it, guys, so I'm going to have a small glass. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'll sit down because there's no reason why we can't be civilized. Okay, let's have a smell. Does smell meady. Beautiful colour. Let's get a taste. Oh wow, that's very smooth for such a young drink. Yeah, we've got a result here. We've got a good result. That's very nice. Oh, it's coating the mouth beautifully. That would be very, very nice with a meal. Some chicken of some description. A nice Mediterranean cooked chicken. That would go beautifully with. Oh, I'm starting to pair wines with foods here now. Stop it, Peter. Keep it simple. Okay. It smells like a mead. It really does. I'm not getting much of the strawberry there. It just smells of a nice mead. Taste wise, again, tastes like a mead, but the strawberry is there. It's very, very, very weak. It's very subtle, but it is there. And that's such a lovely mouth coat. That's very, very good. I think my wife's going to like this one, which is a good thing because there's a few bottles there. A little bit more. Okay, gonna sum this one up. It's a lovely, well-bodied mead is how I would describe it. I know we've got Cider in the title, and that's exactly what it is because it's mixed with the fruit. And on the nose, there's not, I can't detect the strawberry, but I can detect the floral notes of the honey. And taste, the strawberry's there, very, very subtle. Lovely mouthfeel, so it's got a good body. It's dry, it's not sweet, but it's not overly dry. Would I change anything if I did it again? Maybe some more strawberry, but it's very, very pleasant as is. And it's very nice chilled. You could probably drink it at room temperature, but I prefer that chilled. So another success, and if you like mead, or technically a Cider, plus it sounds brilliant, doesn't it? Cider. Yes, you would enjoy this. 13 point something percent. A few bottles of it, not too expensive to brew, and a good result. So cheers guys. If you've liked the video, please like and subscribe. Cheers. See you in the next one.